You're going to actually park here? That's a bit silly.
Quite a challenging little ride.
Oh, it's just so dark.
He's having a bath with his motorbike. He'll be well happy about that.
G'day there guys, Mr. Oz Adventure here. Welcome to day 3 of our adventure, our road trip to Victoria. Oh, it was an adventurous ride coming in here last night to Gulgong, to our little camp in the dark. It was a late day yesterday. We just got carried away with things and just time got away from us. So we didn't get in here until at 7:30 last night. So we had no idea what the place looked like riding in here in the dark. We started turning on the lights and oh my god, what an impressive little place this is. Pretty cool, nice relaxing part of the world. We've got one more night here. So we pulled up last night and the first thing we did was just run the bath. Had a nice bath, a bit of a soak in here. That was awesome. A couple of drinks, soak in the bath, and just a sky full of stars. Absolutely amazing. The bike collected a few bugs yesterday. Gonna have to give that a good clean. Pretty cool little spot. This little caravan, look how cute it is. So tiny. But you got everything you need in here. Just a, little camp kitchen. It's just like camping, except you're in a tiny little caravan. The bed was fairly small for 2 of us, but better than a tent. It's nice, comfy bed. You got a little ensuite here, toilet, shower. We just had breakfast cooked over the fire this morning. That was nice. Well, this is our little living area, little lounge room. So I had a few drinks in here last night with the fire going. Pretty cool, absolutely awesome little room just to store all our stuff as well. Side panniers covered in bugs. Just spread out all our gear, keep it nice and dry. It was very damp and cool overnight. Everything was covered in frost this morning. The bike was covered in ice. Made ourselves a nice little breakfast and ate it down here. I think we're going to have a few drinks down here this afternoon. It's still there. Alrighty, here we go, day 3, eh? Let's see what misadventures we can get up to today.
Hello.
Hello in there. What a cute little building that is. Yeah, Gulgong is, it's known as the $10 town or something. So, go and see what that's all about. The horse is coming over to say hello.
Oh, you're so gorgeous! Look at you, you came all this way to say hello.
Welcome to Gulgong. I have no idea what's around this area. I had a couple of loops in mind that I really wanted to do myself while we're in this area, but I think it's going to be too big a day and we want to come back and just relax and chill out for a bit around our accommodation. Oh, hello, there you are.
Oh, sorry, Daddy.
What? It's just taking us straight into the main street. Oh, look at that old building. It's a little old house, yeah. It's a tight little street. Lucky I haven't got the panniers on. Oh, the Prince of Wales Hotel. Oh, Prince Charles. Wow, this is cool. The fiddler's sign. Lawson Centre. A walk through Henry Lawson's life. We found a park and decided to explore the streets of Gulgong by foot. It's a fascinating old town with loads of history. After wandering up and down the street for a little while, we ended up inside the Prince of Wales Opera House, which is the oldest continually operating opera house in the Southern Hemisphere. It was built in 1871. We thought this might be worth checking out, and yeah, it was fairly interesting. Prince of Wales, now the King of England.
Yeah, he looks quite handsome there, doesn't he?
What happened to him?
I don't know.
Ooh,
Oh, sound.
it's quite dark.
It's quite dark.
So it's what, the longest continuing opera house theatre in Australia?
Yeah, since the gold mine rush or
It's the
something?
Gold Rush days.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's even got that smell to it, hasn't it? Like that, back in the day when you would come to watch a show or something. It's like, yeah.
So yeah, Henry Lawson wrote a poem about this place apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All the old creaky boards, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't eat too many pies because I probably wouldn't have been able to fit in it.
Wow. Everyone was little back then, weren't they?
Yeah. I wonder how many shows I've had in this place, eh?
All the history that's gone on in here. It's still being used, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So there's a few modern bits and pieces in here,
Yeah.
mixed with the old, but
But it still looks in really good condition, doesn't it? Got strange little energies to them, haven't they, these places, eh? Like,
yeah,
they
like
haunt
there
you,
was
do they?
a doorway there at some stage.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is the famous $10 town, Gulgong. World famous Gulgong. I didn't know why it was called the $10 town, but found out that it was featured on the original $10 bill that Australia brought out back in the 60s, 1966. We changed to decimal currency, and the original $10 bill had Henry Lawson on it, famous Australian writer, and the town of Gulgong, which Henry Lawson had some involvement with. He was might have been living here for a while, I'm not sure. Yeah, quaint little town. It's a gold mining town back in the day. Big gold rush around here. A lot of these buildings date back to the 1850s, 1870s. Yeah, 150 odd years old. A lot of these buildings in the town. Oh mate, about 150 years old too. Yeah, quaint little town, lots of really old history here, for Australia anyway. So we just bought some food and we're just going to take that back to our camp, and then we're going to go for a bit of a ride out in the countryside and explore some more places around this area while the sun is shining, because tomorrow is supposed to be raining. So we may just be heading out straight on the main road tomorrow and just heading south. There's a driveway in over there we could have come in on. There's a gate that says Sulky Camp over there. After a longer than expected stop back at camp, due to one of the staff members there working on a little bit of a maintenance issue we headed back out to go and explore some more areas around the region. Past all the little bar sheeps. We're headed out on a bit of a day trip to Hill End. Town I've wanted to go to for quite a while. Another old gold mining town. Back down the main street again, which is, funnily enough, called Main Street.
Take the next left onto Herbert Street.
It's a narrow little street.
In 600 metres, turn left onto Castlereagh Highway, Medley Street.
The old Gulgong post office, courthouse, fire station, the old, maybe the town hall. I don't know what that building was. Oh, there's the Shire Hall there. Yeah. Close to V-Street here. It's a cool little town.
Take the next left onto Castlereagh Highway, Medley Street.
That's what I'm planning on doing. Alright. I now have fuel. I had to come into Mudgee to get fuel. I know all the fuel seems to be right in the middle of the city centre instead of on the outskirts of town. And end up having to use the old Google Maps. Bloody hell. Bit of off-roading in the middle of Mudgee. Don't really know much about Mudgee other than it being a big country town. Not sure if it's worth like staying around this area or staying in Mudgee. I would prefer the little towns. Turn left onto Hill End Road.
Take the next left onto Hill End Road.
I just said that.
Continue for 67 kilometres.
This should be a good ride, hopefully, through the hills. Oh, just that old, like, abandoned house. Another rough surface. Oh, again. Should be a nice little ride through here anyway.
Yeah.
Well, should we go and have a look at the dam? No. Imagine the little goat tracks to get to these places back in the day, you know, back when it was a gold mining rush. Probably would have taken all day to get there from Mudgee. But we love a good hairpin. Oh, it's an absolutely perfect day for riding.
Yeah.
Temperature's just nice. It's not too hot wearing all the gear, it's not cold on the bike.
Yeah.
Wow. Bit of a view.
Miles and miles of rolling hills.
Bike's certainly handling the bumps a lot better today than so far on the trip. Yeah.
There was no surprise. My legs are thankful for it as well, you know.
Yeah.
Getting on and off the bike just so easy.
Love these signs. Just to tell you that you're entering winding road when you've just been like winding your way around road anyway. Like, sure, it gets a little bit tighter, but as they define that this is actually a winding road and that isn't.
But like when you're on like a bumpy road, you've got some like potholes and that, and then you've got all the shadows of the trees going over.
Yeah, sometimes.
Very deceiving, really.
Yeah, like that back there, I thought it was worse than what it actually was. The historic village of Hargraves. Oh yes. That old place. I wonder what that was back in the day. You see these rundown places and you think, you know, it's hard to imagine them being freshly built places that were thriving and doing great business and stuff. You know, what did they do in that thing? You know?
Why is it not
And these cars, you know, imagine them not being on the road. It's hard to picture them being on the road. Being someone's family car. There's my type of house to that. Do me. Big bloody bull, isn't it? Get out. He's a monster. I want to come in here. Alrighty. so we've just come up to Hill End. It was quite a bad road to get up here. It took a lot longer than I thought. I'm not going to do the big loop now, we're just going to head back the same way. Hill End is more of an abandoned ghost town than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of an old town that was still being used and like pretty compacted, but this is fairly spread out and yeah, it's still interesting, but we don't have the time to really spend here exploring it properly. So I'll take a little bit of a ride around on the way out and chill out the rest of the afternoon. That's an entrance to an old mine or a basement. Lots of very cool old houses. Oh, look at that, that's creepy. Let's get on out of here and get on back to Gulgong. This was a windy old road on the way in, great road, lots of twisty corners. Not a bad ride, but the road is in really rough condition. It wasn't just the potholes and rough surface that we had to dodge on this road, but we also had a few close encounters with wildlife out there.
Well, I didn't expect to see that in summer today.
No.
They might be bird riding back.
Still a bit of a challenge, but at least I'll recognise some of the... Whoa!
What was it? Was it a snake?
There's a lizard.
Oh, would it be running over?
No. Big blue-tongued lizard, I think, or a land mullet or something. Yeah, I was thinking I was just worry about the road surface that was going to kill us. That's a nicer view than the other way, a bit more green and lush.
Yes, it is, and I thought it would be. Coming down, I thought it would look a bit nicer.
Yeah, I remember this one. I think this is one of the first like hairpins type bends on the way. Yeah. A short while later, after we dropped back down into the valley below, we were back at the Castlereagh Highway between Mudgee and Gulgong.
I didn't see any wineries down there whatsoever down that road.
Back in good old Gulgong again. Don't know if there's any more of it to see, but for what Flotation Hill lookout is like.
Go there. Flotation Hill.
Gulgong. Flat. Just really, it's like this little hill just boom. That flat mountain over there.
Yeah, that's really flat, isn't it?
Fires around.
Nice, let them come up here.
Home sweet home. Closer to the bags in the morning. We settled back into camp for a few drinks on one of Shaz's famous cheese boards. A feast to delight our senses at the end of an adventurous day of riding. And of course, a night filled full of laughter. One of these sheep is not like the others. Can you spot the odd one out? Talking back to me. I wonder what I just said to them.